Lorna, and we are back with another video in the Lenormand Monday series. Each Monday, or at least we try each Monday, to meet up, look at one of the 36 traditional Lenormand cards, and see its interpretation, standalone or in readings of 3 and sometimes of 9. So today's lucky card is the Clover. Traditionally, especially in European folklore, in European mythology, we know that a 4-leaf clover is the symbol of luck, something fortunate coming your way. And in Lenormand, it's no different because Lenormand is a European, more specifically French, based system of divination. So, of course, we get the clover to signify luck, a lucky break, an opportunity coming our way, a sudden change of fortune, a winning situation, a lucky discovery, a lucky surprise, and joy, happiness. That's the keywords, that's the core interpretations for the Clover card. Of course, as we always see in our Lenormand series, the context is always important. Whether the card of the Clover is before or after other cards. Because when you have the Clover, but then you have some negative card like the snake or the scythe or another negative card, then the stroke of luck can be something temporary and then dampened by other more negative things. But if you have some more difficult cards, but then in the end you get the Clover, it means the situation is gonna lighten up. So the Clover card is a light, bright kind of card, optimistic and opportunistic kind of card as well. And we're going to look at some examples so that we can better assimilate the meaning of the Clover card. Let's get into it. And by the way, today we are going to be using the Wildera Lenormand deck. I'm not sponsored or anything, I just like this deck. I got it on Etsy a few years ago. Let's look at some 2-card examples and then at some 3-card examples, and let's see where that's gonna take us in the interpretation of the Clover. I think it's quite clear what the Clover means for most people, but the important thing is to catch the nuance when you get like a more difficult card before or after, to see how that changes or how that impacts. So let's look at a few examples. First, let's see like a nice, joyful example. You're getting a question about a relationship, and then you pull 2 cards, just 2 cards quickly to see the atmosphere, and you get the Clover and the heart. The person is asking you, when am I going to meet someone? I just want to meet someone. And if you get the Clover and the heart, it means a lucky opportunity or a serendipitous event, which is the Clover, can bring joy and or love, which is the heart. So this can show that a lucky or a chance meeting with someone will bring happiness or a small romantic gesture that will brighten your day. So nice. Let's see another example. If we get the ship and the Clover, then it shows that a journey or an adventure leads to unexpected luck. If you are an explorer in the 15th century and before even the Lenormand cards existed, but let's say that you travel back in a time machine and you have your Lenormand deck with you, and then Magellan asks you like what is happening with my journey? Am I gonna have like a good travel? Is it gonna be something worthwhile taking on? And then you get the ship and the Clover, then you can tell him, yes, you're gonna be super lucky, you're gonna find treasure, you're gonna find something very worthwhile. So the trip, the voyage, the journey that you're planning will go better than expected. And yeah, there's gonna be an opportunity arriving or arising during this travel. So you can go happily. Then let's say we get first the Clover and then the Tower. This can be interpreted as a small stroke of luck, which is the Clover, related to some sort of institution or authority or long-term structure. And it can also show a favorable decision from an organization or a lucky break involving your career or bureaucracy in general. Let's say you're waiting for an answer, you want to renovate your house, and you had to ask the authorities in your town that you can make this renovation because it would impact like the setting, and then you see this Clover and Tower. It means you're gonna get a good answer, you're gonna get a positive answer, you're lucky. Okay, so the Clover always introduces this element of surprising and unexpected luck, an opportunity, a fleeting fortunate event, and the cards around it provide the context in which this luck manifests. Now let's look at some three-card examples. So let's say you are a stock market consultant or an advisor, and your client is asking you to make a decision about a certain type of stock that you've been lucky with so far, and then you get the Clover, the scythe, and the bouquet. So this shows that the lucky streak, which is the Clover, will suddenly come to an end. The scythe is always like a sharp cut, a sharp end, an abrupt end. So the sudden luck also meets with a sudden cut. But then there is a bouquet. So by catching this end, so speculating the end of this sudden luck, so pulling out the stock or exchanging the money, then it leads to bouquet, which is appreciation and gratitude from your client and some sort of reward. So by going with the flow, you know there is a lucky break, but then okay, there's gonna be a cut. So you need to cut and go out of that stock, and then you will receive appreciation. So you can see, although there's a twist there, you can still reach a positive conclusion. Another question would be, I'm retired, but I have a lot of expenses. So should I take an opportunity to make some extra money? And the cards you get are the Anchor, Mice, and the Clover. The Anchor shows there's a stable situation or some long-term goal, which could be your retirement situation, that is gradually being eroded or undermined by the mice. The mice card is showing things that are draining, like continuous expenses or emotional draining. But in this case, because it's a financial question, would be like continuous expenses. And then the Clover at the end, it makes everything better because it shows there's going to be a lucky opportunity that provides a way to salvage or improve the situation. So there's going to be something, some money coming in. Maybe you're going to win the lottery. Maybe you're going to be given like a project or something, some financial support from someone. If you want more clarity, you have to pull more cards. But it shows there's going to be some lucky event that helps you deal with these draining mice that you got here. So, despite the ongoing struggles, there's going to be an opportunity to make things better. Let's look at one last example of 3 cards. The question would be, should I sell my property now? You have a real estate property and then you're wondering, should I sell it now? Is this the moment? And the cards you get are first the clouds, second Clover, and third the fish. So the clouds show that the situation surrounding the sale is very unclear or uncertain, either because the market is unstable or you're receiving some sort of confusing, contradictory advice from people. The Clover, the second card, it shows that there's a small window of luck. There's a opportunity that could present itself soon, making the timing more favorable. So you have to grab that quick window of opportunity because then the fish is financial gain or abundance. So you have to catch that small fortunate moment, and selling then can yield positive financial results. When you get the fish in a question related to money, it's a very favorable card. So again, to sum it up, if you give this advice to someone, to the client that is in front of you, you can tell them that selling is a good idea if you can seize the right moment. But you'll need to act very quickly when the opportunity arises. So if there's someone making an offer, immediately go for it. That's a good offer. Don't wait for someone that maybe they will give you more. And yeah, stay alert for a short-term favorable market condition and then go for it. I hope you enjoyed this video. There are more videos with Lenormand card examples for you to browse through. There's also a lot of videos on the cards of truth and astrology and human design and other topics on my channel, so feel free to browse, like, share, subscribe, comment, everything that helps with the algorithm and with rolling out more videos and reaching more people. And speaking of Lenormand, since you've made it here, it means you're really interested. I'm going to be starting a Lenormand course. It's going to start on March 22nd, so after the equinox. It's going to take place via Zoom. It's going to be around, I think we're going to start at 6 p.m. Belgian time. So in the US, it's going to be in the morning, somewhere between 9 and 12. Check my website for more info and maybe I'll see you there. Either way, I'm going to see you next week for another Lenormand video. Until then, bye!